I'm standing in line to see Jacqueline. I know Jacques very well, but I have not met Jacqueline yet, and I'm looking forward to it.
I come for this every year. I wouldn't miss it.
And he's the best drag performer I've ever seen.
Can't wait to see what he's going to do this year.
I'm standing in line to see the fabulous Jacqueline Jonet.
He's my buddy. I'm going to adopt him. I come every year.
We really appreciate what a great pianist he is.
I was married to Jacqueline at one time, and it ended there.
Jacqueline Jonet is fabulous.
Jacqueline Jonet.
Jacqueline is an artist, has a personality. You know, giving to the community like this, I think it's just a miracle.
My close friend recommended it.
I heard about it through the brochure given out by the public library here, and it sounded like fun.
I am here to learn as much as I possibly can about him and her.
In my 5th year, it's a wonderful way to celebrate Gay Pride Week.
We are here because we love Jacqueline. We love Jacqueline.
Seen all the videos.
Go to it and break a leg.
We've been friends for about 25 years. Huge sensation, entertainment at its best.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that moment you've been waiting for, please welcome the world's premier concert pianist, drag diva, the beautiful, the charming, the dangerous, Jacqueline Jonet.
And welcome to Cirque de Jonet. There you go. Pam, are you here? Oh, great. Okay. Well, tonight is a very special night. And as I relate to you my journey from a little wheat and dairy farm in rural Saskatchewan, Canada. See me on a tiny wooden stool, milking cows, Holstein cows, at 5:30 in the morning. It's 40 degree below weather, 150 below with the wind chill factor. In the winter, we wore knitted caps, hats called toques. Who out there wore a toque? There you go. We kept our feet off the Chesterfield, and we kept our clothes in a chiffonier. How many have kept their clothes in a chiffonier? 0. And throughout it all, I kept my dream of one day being here with you at the Bruno Walter Auditorium at the Performing Arts Library in Lincoln Center in New York City. And here, minus the cows and the cold, we are. Thank you for being here. Today, our theme is the circus. So pardon me while I change into something just as fabulous. Well, who amongst us has not dreamed of running away to the circus? Do we have a do? Have a do. Well, I did. I ran away to the biggest circus in the entire world. I ran away to the circus in New York City, where every day is a high wire balancing act where you jump through hoops and grab for the brass ring. What's next? Oh yeah. It's a city filled with misfits, freaks, and geeks, and the most wonderful, talented, passionate, dream-filled people in the entire world. This is the balancing act back here. Sure. You got me? Okay, yeah, here we go. Well, that feels about right. Well, you never know, you know. You never know, it's too high. There you go. Okay. I had the fortune, the good fortune to have very nurturing, are we in? Yeah. Very nurturing parents who nurtured my love and interest in music, and some wonderful siblings who shared our pastoral, bucolic life. My mother, what's the matter? We're a little off-center, I think. You ever had those days when you're a little off-center? I know a few you did. Okay. I'm straight now? Never. This is my good friend and fabulous dresser, Mr. Anthony Bullock. Come and take a bow, Anthony. I call him Euphoria, because that's how he makes me feel. My mother used to sit down with me and say, "When are you going to settle down?" And my father would say, "With all your musical talent, why don't you go to New York and become a drag queen?" Ah, the wisdom of a farmer. But they also understood that I dreamed of another world. A world where you could become your fantasy and where people celebrated you for it. A world where fairy tales do come true. It could happen to you if you're young at heart. Yeah, they can't see. My mother used to sit outside in the music room on her rocker and listen to me practice my Mozart. star is born, they possess a gift or two. One of them is this: they have the power to make a wish come true. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your tree, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star as dreamers do. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. I'd like to dedicate this next song to all the farm animals who didn't quite make it into the circus. And all the people who didn't make it to the circus of their dreams. Would you like to swing on a star with Jacqueline? Carry moonbeams home in a jar and be better off than you are? a mule. A mule is an animal with long funny ears. He kicks up at anything he hears. His back is brawny and his brain is weak. He's just plain stupid with a stubborn streak like some people we know. And by the way, if you hate to go to school, you could grow up to be a mule. Or would you like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar? Sounds more fun and be better off than you are. Or would you rather be a pig? We had pigs on that farm, we did. I hated those pigs. I still hate pigs. A pig is an animal with dirt on his face. His shoes are a terrible disgrace. He has no manners when he eats his food. He's fat and lazy and extremely rude, like some people we know. But if you don't care a feather or a fig, you could grow up to be a pig. Or would you like to swing on a star with Jacqueline, every moonbeam home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a fish? A fish? Well, fish are farmed now, they are, and are now considered a farm animal. You didn't know that, right? A fish is an animal that swims in a brook. He can't write his name or read a book. To fool the people is his only thought, and though he's slippery, he still gets caught, like some people we know. And by the way, if that sort of life is what you wish, you could grow up to be a fish. Or would you like, and all the monkeys are in the zoo, there you go. Every day you meet quite a few, especially during an election year. So you see that it's all up to you. I can't resist. You could be swinging on a star. We all could be better than we are.
Thank you. We can all do a little bit every day to help heal the world. Just a little bit, a little tikkun olam. We can all do just a little bit. It would be great. You know, of course, a lady like myself should have a sensational, storied past. But you don't want your life to become a ubiquitous, anecdotal filibuster. But I have a few. This is a sad story. About passion and misplaced love. It's from a period in my life when I was hopelessly attracted to devastatingly handsome men whose characters were not exactly clanging with moral fervor, and who, more than occasionally, dealt conventional rules of conduct
a heavy blow. One was Jean-Jacques du Maurier, de Montpellier, de Pompadour, de Katzenberg, an aerialist from Brooklyn. I fell in love with those dark, swarthy features, those clinging white tights, and that revealing tank top. But alas, my dreams of sharing love with a man who would be my refuge, my safety net, was not to be.
He floats through the air with the greatest of ease, the daring young man on the flying trapeze. His actions are graceful, all boys he does please. My love he has purloined away. You have loved lots of boys in the sweet long ago, and each one has been heaven to you. You have vowed your affection to each one in turn, sworn to them all you'd be true. You have kissed 'neath the moon and the world seemed in tune, then he left you to hunt a new game. Does it ever occur to you later, my dear, that he is still doing the same?
I wonder who's kissing him now. I wonder who's milking that cow. I wonder who's looking into his eyes, breathing sighs, telling lies. And I wonder who's buying him wine for lips that I used to call mine. And I wonder if he ever tells him of me. I wonder who's kissing him now. Qui a ses baisers maintenant, qui lui apprend tendrement, qui regarde dans ses beaux yeux bleus, soupirant malicieux, qui donc lui achète le vin pour ses lèvres perdues enfin. Lui parle-t-il de moi en m'entend? I wonder who's kissing him now. I wonder who's kissing him now.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, the Juju Jacquette's Quartet. Mr. Brad Parks, Chad Hudson, Mr. Chris Caswell, and John De Palma. Thank you guys. Aren't they wonderful? Thank you so much. Now what?
Jean-Jacques du Maurier, de Montpellier, de Pompidou, de Katzenberg, from Brooklyn, ran off with Luis Jorge Gomez Hernandez Ramirez y Rodriguez from the Bronx, who turned out to be the bearded lady. You just can't make these stories up. I was in a whirl. To forget him, I threw myself into my music. Multitasking, spinning plates, meeting deadlines, going on dates, waiting tables, earning tips, midnight solo, cafe lips, juggling children, work and play, hope to live another day. That's when your life is in a whirl. Well, after recovering from that mashuganal love disappointment, the psychotherapy, the liposuction, the rehab, the tabloids and the paparazzi and the Betty Ford clinic, I was starting to get back on my feet when I met the most wonderful man in the world, my husband, Rick Redder. He's at home cooking. It's true. I said, said to dear Rick, I said, Rick, I'm so very disappointed in how, in how Jacqueline's career is going. I'm so disappointed in what a failure it has been. And dear Rick looked at me and said, Jacqueline, you haven't accomplished enough to be disappointed by failure. The wisdom of a husband. And then I told the story to my friend Mary Rodriguez, who was a percussionist, and she looked at me and she said, oh, poor Jacqueline, you can't even succeed at failure. Anthony, where are you? Isn't he adorable? Okay, so it took me right to a spa where I needed to even recover even more. Thank you, Scott Joplin, for this ragtime respite. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, the Juju Jacquet's Philharmonic Orchestra. And now, for the most amazing high wire act in our little circus, playing on just 4 thin wires, originally made of catgut. Please welcome to the stage, Jim Sowell. and gentlemen, Mr. Jim Tsao. It's undeniable that sometimes in this crazy circus of a world, things can become overwhelming, especially for those marginalized in society, especially those in the LGBTQ community. And wonderfully, our country has moved forward and then taken steps backward, as we've seen in North Carolina and Mississippi. But we need to keep going. Early on in the glamour days of Hollywood, Charlie Chaplin, an extraordinary actor, comedian, composer, musician, wrote a song that I believe was the first real expression of "it gets better." And should you recognize the song and feel that urge to sing along, please don't. Just don't do it, darlings. Instead, please enjoy it, silently listening to two of my favorite singers in the world, and two of the most gorgeous sopranos. Please welcome to the stage Mary Ellen Buchwald and Laura Holmes. Mary Ellen Buchwald and Laura Holmes. Now, before I let them leave the stage, I have a little secret to tell you. A little secret. This is my little sister, Mary Ellen. And this is her daughter, Laura. And Laura has a sister in the audience, right here, Jessie. And her two kids, Marcus and Ruthie. Wave, Marcus, wave, Luke. And her husband, Casper. And sitting right next to him is Laura's husband, Justin. They just had a baby. She was nursing backstage. I can't make this up. And I would be remiss if I didn't introduce my other sister who is here all the way from Winnipeg, Canada, Faith Caesar. And her two daughters, Cindy and Sherry. And my brother's daughter is here too, another niece. We have a family of nieces. Michelle Hayter, all the way from Calgary, Alberta. Wait, are Ron and Vicky in the audience? Oh, they went home. Well, the mother-in-law was here at the afternoon performance. I mean, the mashpocha is here. I have no memory. Lost that in the 60s, I think. This next number, if you've ever been to the Gay Pride Parade, which was next week, we observe a minute of silence to remember all those who have died of AIDS. So I dedicate this next number to all of our brothers and sisters who died, who did not live long enough to experience with us the battles that they fought so hard and the privileges that we enjoy today. And I also dedicate this to all victims of hate crimes like we've seen in Orlando. Thank you very much. The Juju Jacquet's Philharmonic Orchestra. Well, we've made some strides. We have. We don't have don't ask, don't tell. We don't have DOMA. We have marriage equality. But we're not going to rest until there is liberty and justice. Well, you know, I'm not happy with just having gays in the military. I want drag queens in the military. And I want baton-twirling rabbis in the military. Please welcome to the stage Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum. She told me she could twirl a baton. And how about rabbis in the White House? Okay, here we go with a little Chopin's right here, Rabbi. Right there. Mary Louise. Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum, Senior Rabbi of Congregation Beit Simchat Torah. Thank you, Rabbi. Don't give up your day job. At least I didn't ask you to turn pages. Remember that? Wrong again. Well, we know life can be a three-ring circus. Sometimes we describe our life that way. But right now, it's a one-ring circus. And I'm in, are you getting that? I'm in the center ring. Okay. It's my great pleasure. Changing here. Don't you be peeking over there, Mitch. Stephen, I see you there. Now this is the part. What? Yeah. Well, this is the balancing act. High wire. Wait, I know. Did you ever feel like some days you're just trying to squeeze 20 pounds of potatoes in a 10-pound bag? Thank you, Anthony. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Bullock. I call her Euphoria. Okay, it's always worth it, though. So I didn't announce it. So it's my great pleasure to present to you Liszt Etude in D flat by Franz Liszt. like this. And I'm just kidding. What? Is it on? Are we good to go? All right. There's always trouble with that one. I hope you've enjoyed your evening here with me today at my little circus. Thank you for being a part of it. And now it's time to say, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In a small cafe, the park, across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's warm and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Juju Jaquette, Philharmonic Orchestra. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for the Juju Jaquette Philharmonic Orchestra. That beautiful blonde bombshell, Chrissy Fong on flute. That soulful man who's been tugging at your heartstrings on the oboe and English horn, Jeremy Clayton. The hottest, handsomest hunk to ever play viola for you, Michael Vanoni. I know you're all wondering about that gorgeous man with the huge instrument between his legs. That's Bjorn Burkhout. The supremely elegant concertmaster Jim Sao on violin. Our music director and orchestrator and wind player extraordinaire, Josh Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage special guest Mary Ellen Buchwald. and Laura Holmes. And if Jacqueline didn't tell you, you wouldn't know who's the mother and who's the daughter. They look like sisters to me. Please welcome the divinely inspired Rabbi Sharon Kleinbaum. The Juju Jaquettes Quartet. Chris Caswell, John De Palma, Chad Hudson, and Brad Parks. Jacqueline's darling dresser, Anthony Euphoria Bullock. And the man without whom this show would have lost its PG-17 rating, costume designer Timothy Kokot. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage America's premier concert pianist, drag diva, and everyone's favorite girl on a swing, Jacqueline Jonet.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. The Juju Jaquettes Philharmonic Orchestra. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming year after year, and thank you those coming from Israel, Canada, and all the points where you came to be with us here today. Thank you so much. Good night.
In the background?
No. Or no, you don't have to put it in the background.
Poster.
Okay. Ricky. There's my photographer. Where'd he go? Okay. Quick. It's gonna cost you. Quick. Oh, we've got it on film too. I should shut up then because I would sound terrible. Bossing everybody around.
Okay, my turn. Everybody, smile.
Okay.
Oh, slow.
Here.
All right, your turn.
I don't think he got that on
I know,
I
he
didn't get it.
It's too slow. Okay, come on.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, no, stop.
Oh. Well, you have to do this very
I
quickly.
know, 1, 2, 3.
Is that Dolly?
Hi, Dolly. Hi, Marge.
Hi, Dolly.
Oh. And here's the shorter half. Oh, my God.
These are my friends Dolly and Margie.
Oh, I can't step on the
Wait a minute,
gown.
one more.
Thank
Dolly
you.
and Margie, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Mary Ellen, come in the pictures too. This is my little grand niece. My grand niece.
Thank you, baby. Still shine here.
Grand niece.
Oh, look at this. Oh.
She was literally nursing me.
Oh, that's it.
She's 5 months old.
Okay, we're getting.
We're back. You're back.
Yeah, you did. Pretty good.
Thank you.
Isn't it a great story though? All the family refugees. You're snapping away there, Rick.
You gotta look at me.
No, like I didn't think she called us around.
Winnipeg is very, I mean, it's very much like coffee.
I have a friend, I have a few friends from Canada. One friend, we were